Hey guys, and welcome back. Well, have you heard the quote rumor? Now, notice I said rumor, but there is a rumor out that Marjorie Harvey has cheated on her famous husband, comedian Steve Harvey, with his bodyguard. Yes, that's the rumor that's going around, and Steve Harvey's name at this moment, on this day, is trending on Twitter because of this fact. Yes, so many people are tweeting this. The story came a couple of days ago from a blogger, and it says that Marjorie has got caught cheating with Steve Harvey's longtime bodyguard. Yes. Now, I don't know if you know it or not, but long time ago, that Steve got this nice little story about how him and Marjorie met at a stand up a show that he was doing stand up at, and she was late and she came waltzing by, and all the women in the room, he looked at her and he just love at first sight, and he told her, I'm gonna marry you one day. And that's how they met. Well, I don't know if you know, but they have been, this rumor had been out that his bodyguard was the one who introduced him to Marjorie. And they said that Marjorie had already screwed him or anyway. But that is how they met. Now, this is supposedly is how they really met. Is this guy had set him up with Marjorie, and they had already screwed and been going together. So now, if this is true, well, they may have never stopped that little thing that they had. But that's the rumor that's out now. And now they say that a leaked conversation of Marjorie telling someone and admitted that she did sleep with this guy, and it was at some type of event. Now, this is all gossip. This is all hearsay. Neither Marjorie nor Steve has said anything about it, has even addressed it, but I'm sure someone's going to have to address it sooner or later, because this baby is trending and everybody and his mama is talking about it. But this is what they're saying, that a leaked conversation, Marjorie has admitted that she did sleep with this guy, saying it was at an event and there was alcohol involved, which impaired her judgment and which caused his penis to slip in her vagina. Yeah. Oh, and that's what's said. That is how it's happened, and she deeply regrets it now, and she knows she has effed up. Because, as it is, this bodyguard doesn't have as much money as Steve does. So, this was done not knowing that he was going to find out, which now he's found out, which could cost her marriage and her millions of dollars. But I don't know. Steve has been so head over heels with Marjorie from the get-go. I don't know if they've got a prenup or what, but they've been married a long time. So I don't know if she would get any alimony or what have you. But she realized that she effed up. If Steve, which is rumored that Steve is hot and he's ready to say, hey, get the stepping. Now, this is all, like I said, rumor, but that's what the rumor is all about. It's about her him finding out about her and this bodyguard. But if this is the same, I don't know if this is the same bodyguard who supposedly had set them up. So I know if this is the same guy that set them up, I know Steve is furious, because I guess he felt like, hey, I've been a fool from Jump Street. You the one set me up with this bitch, and now I found that y'all been screwing all the time. You know, I guess you would feel like a fool if this is the same guy. I know Steve is ready to say, you get out of here. You get to stepping. He gonna do her like Nino Brown. Cancel this B, and I get another. But, you know, I know one person who is nodding his head and saying, I told you. And that's Jim Townsend. Yes, Marjorie Harvey's first wife. And while we're at it, while we're talking about Marjorie, let's examine her less than perfect married life, sex partners, whatever you want to call it. You know, from Jump Street, Marjorie didn't date the common fella at the grocery store. No, you had to have some money to have Marjorie Harvey. And as that been said, she's dated a lot of drug kingpins in the Memphis area where she's from. Now, let's go to her first husband, which is Jim Townsend. Now, everyone should know about Jim Townsend. Jim Townsend was the Memphis drug kingpin who was married to Marjorie Harvey. Well, she wasn't Marjorie Harvey then, but was married to Marjorie. And, you know, he got sent off for drugs. Got a life sentence, which at the time he got caught with the drugs, Marjorie was in with it too. Well, she was in with the FBI investigation. She was being investigated by the FBI and the DEA as well. And both of them, they had froze all their accounts and everything. But Marjorie didn't get indicted. Marjorie didn't go to prison. Jim Townsend has said it. That he didn't want his wife, the mother of his children, to go to prison, so he took the rap for everything. And he got a life sentence in prison. So once he got that life sentence in prison, and Marjorie know he was not coming back. You know, when you do get fed time, life in prison, you ain't coming out, okay? So, after he went to prison, she started dating, the NBA player, what is his name? Todd Day. Yeah. She started dating Todd Day. Now, Jim and Marjorie had a club in Memphis called the Hawaiian Island. And, you know, when he went to prison, after she started going with Todd Day, she got Todd Day to buy the club for her. And she bought the club and then sold it. So that's how she got some money in her pocket. Now, Todd Day didn't marry her. I don't know how their relationship ended, but he didn't marry her. After that, Marjorie started going with another drug kingpin in Memphis by the name of Ronnie Woods. Yeah, Ronnie Woods. And it seems like when they fool with Marjorie, they end up getting caught with the drugs. Well, Ronnie Woods was he was the same. While he was dating Marjorie, he got caught with drugs and he did fed time. Now, when he went off to prison, Marjorie started going with another Memphis drug kingpin who was the cousin of Ronnie Woods, named Donnell Woods. Yes, and that is Lori Harvey's father, Donnell Woods, which is the cousin of Ronnie Woods. And as you know the story by now, Donnell Woods went to prison for drugs. And all these times, Marjorie does not go anywhere. She does not get indicted. Some say she helped with the I don't know. She rolled over on these men, but she never did any time. And then after that, she got the She hit the jackpot with Steve Harvey, which Steve Harvey's second wife, Mary Harvey, says that don't believe the hype. Marjorie and Steve was going together while married to her. Yeah. That was a big thing. Yeah, that was a big thing. Poor Mary Harvey. Once she got that, Steve divorced her. He married Marjorie, and Mary was coming on saying that, he didn't leave her any money. Their son was a little boy at the time. I think he was like 3 or 4 years old. Steve took him away from her. It was just awful. And every time, Steve had her under a gag order, and every time she would go on YouTube or go anywhere to try to tell everybody about, hey, this man is taking everything from me. He's got this wife. He's got this woman who he's going with, and they would put her in jail. It was just bad. And we must say that Mary was getting her what she put out, because it was said that Mary was going with Steve when he was married to his first wife. I forgot her name, but it started with an M too. I'll have it up here. Yes, Steve have a thing for women with M, whose names start with M. Yes. Yes. But going back to the story, it is alleged that his current wife, Marjorie Harvey, has cheated on Steve with his bodyguard. Yes. And say that Steve is very upset, and we're looking at the divorce of the century. Now, ever since they've been together, they have been saying that, they were, Marjorie was just waiting on the right opportunity to divorce Steve, that they were going to get this divorce. And Steve came out and said, no, I love my wife, I love her, and this is just, this is not true, these are rumors, I love her. But now this, I don't know. But we'll know. I mean, if this is true, it's going to have to, something is going to be said, and we'll know, like when whoever files for divorce. But if this is true, I think we're going to be hearing from one or the other. Yeah, we're going to be hearing from one or the other. But Steve Harvey is the advice expert who gives advice. And he set his cohort, Shirley Strawberry, up with her current husband, who's just been charged with child pornography and everything, along with his alleged girlfriend. So I don't know, Steve. You can't. I know one thing. You can't. Everybody that Steve has quote put together, they hadn't stayed together, and that's even with Steve marriages. They haven't seen much longevity. But we shall see if this is true or not. Yeah. And I'm gonna leave that last question with you guys. What do y'all think? All right, guys, that's it for me. Thank you so very much for watching, and I hope you will like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And as always important, be blessed, y'all.